Hello, everyone. I am Prachi, and we are Team Pet Perfect. Our team comprises of Bernice, Michelle, Rahul, and me, that's Prachi, and here is a picture of all of our dogs. At Pet Perfect, we want to digitalize dog training as well as wellness. Now, numerous surveys have showed that bad behavior and a lack of training are the leading reasons behind dog abandonment. Untrained dogs are also less likely to exhibit attachment with their owners, as well as more likely to be a leading source of community conflict, a source of road accidents, and just generally a source of embarrassment for their pet owners. And so at Pet Perfect, we want to help pets and their parents live healthier lives. The problems that we encountered while caring for our own pets is, in fact, the impetus that led to Pet Perfect in the first place. Our main offering is our audio visual training modules for dogs that are geared towards the behavioral and wellness aspects of training in dogs. And the modules would range from basic training, such as puppy training and just basic obedience command training, all the way up to more advanced ones that address more pressing behavioral problems such as separation anxiety, people directed aggression, and daily exercises for the mental and physical agility of the pets. And these will be delivered both through the app as well as the website. And in order to address the problem of the lack of socialization among pets, which later manifests in behavioral problems such as people-directed aggression that I just spoke of, we aim to incorporate a geosocial networks that, in fact, a lot of dating apps are modeled on, wherein pets and pet parents that are proximately located can meet and socialize in dog-friendly public spaces, which will also be marked out on the geosocial network for purposes of socializing. Now, our current competitors include the Dogo app and the Pets app mainly, and these are also early stage startups that are doing remarkably well. And the way we differentiate ourselves from existing competition is by really putting a focus on the all-round wellness and development of a pet, starting right from the stage of infancy all the way up till their sunset years. Unlike Dogo, that only trains pets to be able to get them to do tricks, or the Pets app that only medically intervenes at the curative stage. Eventually, we also plan to develop diet, fitness, and just a caretaking regimen along a tailored timeline for each pet in consultation with professionals, particularly veterinarians and dog nutritionists. And we monetize our offering through a multi-tiered subscription model, wherein features available for free would include the option to sign up on the geosocial network, as well as basic commands training. And we also hope to realize advertising revenue from other pet businesses that might want to promote their product on our platform. That also might want to promote their product on our platform. And we also hope to devise tools in order for other dog trainers to be able to build their own dog training programs that they can then build, package, and sell on our platform, which we then take a commission out of. And the digital nature of our offering will really ensure that there are no geographical constraints to our expansion, and that more and more people signing on to the social network that we plan to devise will really be our greatest source of organic growth as well as marketing. Now, as regards customer validation, we spoke to over 20 pet parents, and they echoed a range of problems that they encountered while caring for their pets, many of which overlapped with the problems that we're trying to address here, particularly in the field, particularly with regards to dog behavior and the diet suitability. And first-time dog parents spoke of the unreliability of existing dog training programs, that they would be willing to pay a subscription fee for the dog training services of the kind that we're planning to offer. Currently, we're building a social media community and have gained over 100 followers only on Instagram in less than 2 weeks. We've also extensively used LinkedIn to network with existing pet businesses and have built relationships with dog behaviorists, many of whom have advised us on how to best package our training modules that we hope to develop. And so we're here today asking for seed funding that will ensure that we are able to package our first few training modules and A/B test them on our website and eventually on our app. And the pet industry is currently valued at about 170 to 200 billion dollars. And tech startups are only now beginning to make a foray into the market. And
There we go. And now onto the judges.
I think we're all pet owners, aren't we? And I think as a pet owner, you just learn to be embarrassed. You just deal with it. You know, the pets will always embarrass you regardless of what you do with them. Just a quick question, and I asked this question because I've failed puppy classes with 2 of my dogs.
right.
Have you spoken to people about what the preference is, whether the preference is to have that personal connection with other dog owners and other pets and other dogs, as opposed to doing it privately? Have you had that conversation with people?
Right. So, are you talking about personal dog trainers and having that personal
No,
connection with the trainer?
there's lots of group animal training, dog training classes around Canberra. There's many of them. They're always fully booked and they're always very, very busy.
Right.
So I'm just curious about whether or not you've talked to people about the preference for doing training individually with their pet as opposed to in a group with other pets, because that's part of the social interaction training is actually getting your dog to behave with other dogs in the same space.
Right. So the first time dog owners that we spoke to are currently only employing personal dog trainers, because I think they're a little wary of having their puppies sort of mingle around with other puppies at this stage, because they're really young at the moment. So and first time pet parents also happen to be our target customer segment. So at the moment they seem more inclined towards hiring personal trainers and having personal services, but we do want to address the problem of the lack of socialization among pets. So one of the behavioral models that we hope to include is, again, centered around socialization, which will then make meeting in public spaces, dog-friendly public spaces, easier.
If I can, one feedback I have and a question is that it seems to me like you do many things. For a startup, it's a difficult thing to launch 4 things at the same time. You typically start with one, and you kind of differentiate it against the competitors by saying, hey, look, none of them do all of these things together. There's probably a good reason why they don't do it all together. So if you were to pick one thing that you can launch it on, because you will need a lot more money to actually test all those things. So which one would you choose, and why?
Right. So our main product offering is the audio-visual training modules. So that's here. And so the Dogo app is doing something similar, but theirs is more centered around teaching dogs to do tricks. It's not about the wellness aspect and addressing separation anxiety, or just sort of helping the pet parent and the pet dog bond together. So I think, that's where we sort of differentiate ourselves from them. And this would be our core offering, just the tutorials. If we were to only focus on one thing, this would be it.
And how much is the subscription per month, or how much is it?
Right. So our major competitor right now charges about $15 to $16 a month. But how much we charge would depend on the cost that we incur while packaging the modules, and that will become clearer as we go along. But yes, we hope to offer competitive pricing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was going to be my question about minimum viable product, and you answered it beautifully. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.